Hey again, it's me, Boo. I'm back. I know, like you thought I wouldn't be. Um, this is another fragrance. Actually, it was one I was gonna do a review in Hawaii, but I just have too many, and I know I'm not going to be doing, several reviews while I'm on vacation. Just a few is what I was shooting for. So I'm trying to whittle down the ones that I'm still going to take a decant of it to Hawaii, but I'm just not going to do a review there. I know I can't narrow it down. I've got it down to about 20 decants that I'm taking with me because, I change my clothes a lot. It's very humid there. I'll need to reapply often or change fragrances often, and several different occasions to be wearing different kinds of fragrances. So I need a variety. I must have variety in my life. So I will be taking probably 15, 20 different decants of some of my favorites. I was going to take my cheap stuff, the stuff I didn't care about, like my Demeters or my Comtois Sod Pacifiques or whatever. And I just can't. Now that my nose is tuned to niche, it is really hard to, and I am not saying, and I'm not any kind of a perfume snob. I love still a lot of body shop stuff and Bath and Body Works stuff, and I do wear it. It's just I usually wear those fragrances in the house. When I go outside of the house, I pretty much always have some kind of niche on, or some kind of really unique kind of designer fragrance anyway. But I'm not trying to be any kind of snobby, whatever. But anyway, this one I just love. And I kind of went back and forth. It's Nez and Nez. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know how they say the letter Z in Gay Paris, but I'm saying Nez and Nez. And this is Ombre Sade, or Sade. I still don't know how to say her name. And she is one of my absolute favorite singers. It's spelled the same way, Sade. And so but I'm sure this is after the Marquis de Sade, the horrible man that used to love to torture women. But I don't know. It could be after the singer, and if that's the case, I have no idea how to say it, because there was quite a bit of debate whether there was an R in there or not. But since I'm from the great state of Washington, I guess I can't say anything about placing R's where they're not supposed to be. Anyway, this one I went back and forth with. I got one of my, batches of samples from Lucky Scents. And it at first was too sweet for me, and then I thought, well, it kind of reminds me of something else I got. It was a little Frappin 1270-esque, and now I use that very loosely, but it is, as far as it's a very buttery sweet, a lot like Frappin that way. To me, Frappin 1270 is very butterscotch kind of a smell. I mean, decadent, rich, hot, sexy kind of butterscotch, but butterscotch nonetheless. This is not. I think I put some, yeah, I did. I'll put a little more on there. This, and it's got just a monster sprayer on it too. It's like, it's like a fire hose, so just to warn you. I usually have to, hold it quite a ways out when I spray it, because it's got quite a blast area and it shoots a good 2 feet. So anyway, at first I wasn't sure about this, because it did remind me of Frappin 1270, but it wasn't. It was the same but different. Don't you love that phrase? But this, once I started, I put the sample away because I have so many, and I just the other day decided, instead, or not the other day, it was like last month or the month before, decided there was a couple weeks I wasn't going to order any more samples. I was just going to revisit. I'm trying to do that, like, every few weeks. Instead of ordering any samples, a weekly supply of samples, I just go back and revisit some of my older ones and make sure that they weren't what I wanted them to be, So I wore this sample around for a couple of days and I couldn't get it out of my head. And that's always when I know, when I use up a sample and I still can't forget about it. I actually ordered a second sample of this, wore that around for a couple of days, used that one up before I finally realized, okay, you know, you don't need a 2x4 upside the head anymore. You like the fragrance, you want to keep wearing it, so buy a bottle. So I did. And it's a very, I think, as like I said, Frappin' 1270 is butterscotch, and this is more of an orange sweet or a fruity sweet, or there is kind of a caramely note to it, but it's not, it doesn't have that slight salty smell or tang to it that Frappin' 1270 does. There I go again. I should just tell you what's in it instead of running my mouth. So, yeah, that's the front. Very simple bottle. Sticks with my theory, guys, that if it's a simple bottle, it tends to have great juice in it. And the real frou-frou ones, like my fairy bottle and my apple bottle with by Secute, you know, not that great of frags. Even my scent of departure, New York City, oh my God, butt juice, that stinky, nasty, horrible stuff. But I love the bottle. It is the coolest little ticket bottle. So this one's simple. That should have told me something. Anyway, Ambre spontaneously teases the beautiful patchouli in a leather suit with a supple and nimble strawberry. The trio is lost in a warm purple haze. The blackberry slides along the vanilla walls to be planted in the middle of the lust. Am I reading Penthouse Forum or am I reading Fragrantica right now? Raspberries spy on the act through the reflection of a glistening paper cutter. What? But the temperament is whole. The cohabitations are unanimous to reflect this olfactive quality. It is never too good. It is a forbidden fruit. Wow. That was probably the most sexual description of a perfume I've ever read. Now, I would love to read this by myself, but I feel a little awkward reading this aloud to y'all, so forgive me for that. But that's what they have on Fragrantica here. So, it's not me being inappropriate if you're all offended. It's them. Even though, to me, sex and fragrance goes hand in hand. Mood and fragrance goes hand in hand. So, I totally agree with all that they said. So I have no idea what the notes are, though. It was like, I was so intrigued by the teasing and the warm purple haze and slides along the walls to be planted in the middle of the lust. And then there's voyeurism in there. It was like a little mini novel. So, so what were the notes? I think I'm just going to go to the pictures for this instead of going through all of that again. Caramel, vanilla, strawberry, blackberry, amber, cinnamon, raspberry, tonka, and leather. Now see, that was here. All of that. Wow. Anyway, I love this. And nobody says it smells similar to anything. It's very sweet. I believe it is listed as unisex. Yes. It's a little on the feminine side, just so you guys know. But that doesn't mean anything. It means just wear it knowing that it's a little on the feminine side, and you'll probably get jumped like crazy, though. It is really sweet. And there is a little touch of butterscotch in there. Now that I smell it, it's like butterscotch orangey. And there's an orange listed, but I don't know. It's really nice. And I couldn't get it out of my head, so it is mine. Anyway, that's Nez and Nez, Ombre Sade, and I hope y'all have a great night. And I better sign off for now because I can't find that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Anyway, peace.